Three men, three very wealthy men, are looking up at the stars, and one guy pauses and he says, "Guys, I think the Savior, the Messiah, he's been born." The other two look astonished as they search the sky for a sign. Frantically, they land on a star. Maybe it was a supernova or a comet. It was so bright that it drowned out every other star in the sky. The second guy looks at his comrades and he says, "It's time." One by one, they saddle up their camels, and the three men begin following this enormous star to the west in search of a king that would change the course of history forever. As we jump over from the east to the west, the nobodies of society, the people that were lowest on the totem pole, were taking care of their sheep in a town called Bethlehem. These dudes were just minding their own business, probably making sure their sheep had everything they need for the night before they drift off to sleep, when all of a sudden, one of the shepherds yells out with terror. The other shepherd, before he could turn around to see what the threat was, he was blinded by a light and surrounded in peace. A voice that neither shepherd recognized began uttering the words, "Don't be scared. The Savior of the world has been born, the one that everybody has prophesied about. He's here, and he's waiting for you." And before they could respond, the figure was gone, and they made their way up the hill towards the brightest star in the sky. You fast forward a few thousand years later, and people are taking a whole day to celebrate the birth of this Savior, the one who came to earth to break down barriers between the poor and the wealthy, between the shepherds and the wise men. Jesus came to rock the foundations of religion and politics, and his story, in his eyes, he said the first will be last and the last will be first. People revere this man as a King of Kings and a Lord of Lords, not because he flexed his worldly power. He came as a baby to lay down every bit of cosmic power, every bit of the galaxy that he owned. He laid down. Why? Because of you. Because of you, because he wanted to serve you, because he loves you so much. So on a day like today, on Christmas Day, instead of thinking about ourselves and what we can get out of today, maybe we should do the opposite. Maybe that's how God's going to choose us. That's how God's going to use us. Maybe we could be a servant. Because my King, my Lord of Lords, made himself nothing and became everything. Made himself nothing and became everything. So as we celebrate Christmas, I hope that we can say less of us and more of you. Less of us and more of you.